Hi there and welcome to Circuit the World. My name is Alice and today we are costume designing. I'm going to be attending Secret Cinema's Casino Royale. If you're not aware of what Secret Cinema is, it's basically an immersive cinema experience. You go along and watch the film, but before you do, there's an interactive kind of element where you can immerse yourself in the world of the cinema. And you get to go along and you have a quest or a mission as we have for this one. So the premise of our Secret Cinema event is we are undercover agents attending the grand opening of the Casino Royale. So you're given an alias for the event, you have to come up with a backstory for your character. This may be different for other Secret Cinema events, but for this one, when you log onto the online portal, you have to go through a little questionnaire where they assign you a mission subcategory. For my group that I was assigned into, we are the surveillance group and therefore I will be in green. This dress is not green and that's where we're coming into the costume design element. My character, June Birchley, is a tech entrepreneur working in the surveillance division. She's young, she's successful, she doesn't take no shit, she's pretty badass, if you will. So I've got these sketches that I did for my character, and this is basically what we're trying to do here. This is just a stock standard dress I got on Amazon. Everything I use in this video, there will be links down below. I'm sorry if when you click them they're out of stock or they're no longer in stock, but everything I use will be linked down below so you can go find it or you can find alternatives. But the idea with this dress is that basically you can see here there's these nude panels underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the nude panel from under here, replace it with a green underlining. The dress will have this lovely black lace with a green underlining and then this gorgeous velvety skirt. It does need a good iron at this point. What we've got here, if you can see just here along where my finger is, just here, it's a very, very simple straight stitch. And that's all that holds the top of this bodice into the lace. One thing I need to be very, very careful with when I'm doing this is I don't actually want to cut the lace. It's just this straight stitch that we're looking at here that needs to come off. Now this is going to take a while because I've got to go around the whole bodice and also around the back. I've also got to work out the waistband and near the zip. But what I'll do is I will stick something on the TV, I'm going to get going with this and I will tap back in, hopefully when the nude panels are no longer in this dress. So what I'm doing here is just pulling the material apart slightly so I can make sure I'm only getting that single thread with a single line stitch, the black thread. Probably be using smaller scissors than this or a thread picker. Either use smaller scissors than I'm using or actually go and find a thread picker. The panels are officially out of the dress. The easiest bit obviously was the bit at the top here, because that was simply just a single stitch that was holding it into the lace. What I then found when I got to the edging and the seams and the base was that the entire lace panel came off as I was taking off. This isn't a problem at all, it just means I've had to rethink everything a little bit. So I now just have the skirt along with the belt on it and the zips. So I've kept that all in one piece because that's going to be the easiest way I can reattach. So basically now we're working on a bodice that will reattach to the skirt. The one thing I will say, when you're taking the panels off, whatever garment you're using, if it's this one you find and you get, or it's another dress that you want to do this with, remember how the panels attached to the one themselves and to the actual other garment, because obviously I've got a nice easy job here. I'm just going to straight stitch along the bottom and it doesn't matter what kind of how messy this is because it's going to be covered by the lovely sparkly belt. But it's just things like the zip Obviously you've got the remainder of the garment, which is great because I can see how that attaches on, but it's just to remember how that sews on so I know how to reattach the other garment. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna cut out all of the green panels I want using these as templates. I've noticed with this garment that the panels are exactly the same size as the lace. So that means I'm gonna have to replicate the same size and then we'll just attach them back as they were with a nice little straight stitch. I don't have a sewing machine, so this is going to be a lot more difficult than it would have been if I did have a sewing machine. First thing I'm gonna do is these darts, because they're gonna need to be sewn shut before I even attach the lace on. Like, how do they go on? Like that. So this is when reusing these is going to be great because obviously I now have a pattern. I don't have to make a pattern or anything. It's all here for me. So the first one I'm going to do is the front bit. Sew those darts together. Then I'll cut out the other panels that go on the sides, which are these little gadgets. I want the green going all the way to the neckline. So I'm going to use this panel as much as I can as a pattern and then add on the top bit for, so the green goes all the way to the top. Then I'm going to sew all the green together, attach all the green to the lace, then we'll have a bodice piece and a skirt piece, and then I'm going to put them back together, hopefully. Let's get some green going on. I'm going to be using some fabric chalk pencil. So the first thing I'm doing here is just using this panel to draw up to the line where the neckline comes in, and I'm indicating the darts so I know where they are going to be. Lay on the lace piece because I need the shape of the neckline. So now I'm just going to do exactly the same thing with the other two panels that I have. One thing I will say is if you do end up making a piece that's a little bit too big, that's always better than a piece that's a little bit too small. So I'm going to start with the darts. So what I've realised is that where I had stopped cutting the hem of the lace earlier because I didn't need to because there was no other panels, I actually need it open to insert the new panel because I'm going higher. I still wish I'd have known there was a dart in the lace earlier than now because I would have sewn them together rather than separately. Okay, so now all of the panels are sewn in and this is kind of the finished effect we're going for. So now what I'm going to do is attach the two side pieces to the main bodice, and then we will attach the main bodice to the skirt, and then we're done. And I have this really nice seam going down here. Which you can kind of see that green thread, and that is exactly why I changed to black thread. And to the other side, and then we're onto attaching and reattaching the zip. Alright, that is the bodice completely complete. We have the green panels in now. It's looking really, really cool. I'm really happy with it. Now we just have the fun of trying to reattach the bodice to the skirt, and hoping that I haven't screwed up in some way and somehow it now doesn't do up. Once again, I'm going to turn the skirt inside out so it can match right side to right side. I'm going to start with the zips so I know they're lined up. For this bit here, what I'm doing is just making sure the seams are lining up before I start around the hem. And I'm also trying to keep it level all the way around the dress. So here we are with the finished product now. I'm really happy with how it's come out. So all I did was just take the nude panels out and replace it with this green. We've done a nice job of covering up the seams and things and making it look pretty good. The edges are a little bit rough and stuff. That's just because I've obviously done it and I did it all with my hand. But I'm really happy with how this has come out, and I look forward to showing you guys it when I wear it for the Secret Cinema Casino Royale event. Lovely green for the surveillance team. This took approximately 5 hours complete to do. It took me probably about a couple of hours to get the panels out in the first place. Once you've got the panels in though, putting it all back together was super simple, super easy, nice and quick. I don't have any other costumes or characters or anything I have planned at the moment, but if I do have any more in the future, I'm more than happy to bring you along with the whole costume construction, whether it be doing up something, making alterations to a dress, making alterations to a costume, or even just going out and sourcing out the items. If you want to see me do more stuff like that and come along with me, please let me know down in the comment below, and I'm more than happy to bring you along. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been an absolute blast as always. If you enjoyed this video, go hit subscribe, share it with your friends, and show that like button some green love. Stay awesome, and I will see you all in the next video. It took a lot longer than I thought it would.